Thinking about packing your bags and heading north to Toronto? Here's what you need to know to live comfortably in one of Canada's most vibrant cities. First things first, let's see what monthly expenses you should expect in Toronto. For simplicity's sake, we're going to assume you're a single individual starting a new job in the city. Let's say you're excited to live in all the hustle and bustle of downtown. Who wouldn't be? Our research indicates that you'll need around 3,300 Canadian dollars to cover basic monthly expenses. But that still doesn't factor in leisure activities and other unexpected costs. Most likely, housing will be your most significant expense in Toronto. So think carefully about whether that perfect city center apartment is really worth it. Would you still have the funds left over to enjoy the city? Let's see if we can figure it out. So, let's compare our basic monthly expenses with a few of Ontario's benchmark salaries: the average salary, the median salary, and the minimum wage. But first, let's clarify a few things, because there's a big difference between median and average salaries. When we calculate an average, or a mean, it's the sum of all salaries divided by the number of individuals. When we calculate a median, it's the value that shows up in the middle when we sort all salaries from lowest to highest. Why does this matter? Well, how we calculate these numbers changes the results. Average salaries, for instance, can be easily skewed by even a small number of very high earners. That's why the median is typically the most reliable estimate. But that's enough of that. Let's see the salaries. It's clear from this chart that both the average and the median salaries in Ontario are higher than the national aggregate. But what makes this province such a higher earner than Canada as a whole? The most likely culprit is Ontario's capital city, Toronto. Being Canada's second most costly city, Toronto typically offers higher salaries. While these benchmark figures are a nice rule of thumb, they're all before tax, so they don't help much when you're trying to figure out your monthly budget. But that's no problem. You can simply plug these figures or your own income into SalaryAfterTaxes.com's take-home pay calculator. So, what's the bottom line? If you're only earning minimum wage, living alone in a one-bedroom apartment in the city center isn't advisable. On the other hand, if you're earning a salary close to the average, you should be able to afford a small city center apartment, its associated monthly expenses, and still have enough left over to dine out or save up for that dream vacation. That's all for today. Hopefully this video cleared some things up and made your big move feel a bit less intimidating. Are you already living in Toronto? We'd love to hear your perspective about it in the comments. Be sure to visit SalaryAfterTax.com for more tools and information, and let us know what you'd like us to cover next.